Welcome to Leomatic Show. So, you'll know Revenge of the Fallen, Power Striker, Sideswipe. Here he is, vehicle mode. This is cool. I like this thing.
Okay, guys, let's take a look at this packaging here real quick today. Whoa, exploding packaging! Yay! Here's instructions.
You can get either skids, mud flap, or iron hide.
It looks like, oh, here's a poster.
Starscream.
Here's a poster with all the different cards you could get from the movie. Let's take a little peek at this. So we have Sideswipe actually comes in the Human Alliance. Looks like a deluxe class there. And then we have Voyager class Ironhide. That's awesome. Skids, Bumblebee with Sam. You can see the sergeant is up here on his shoulder. Desert Tracker Ratchet, also Voyager class, deluxe class. Mudflat, leader class, Mega Chuchi right there. And Voyager class stars. Here's leader class, Jetfire. Leader class Optimus. Whoa, and then you can combine them to form really gigantic Optimus. And here's the Mech Alive. Whoa, this Devastator. This is very cool. This is a gigantic one though. Holy moly, look how big this is. Did you see these? While Leo looks at that, guys, let's take a look at the rest of the box. This is something called the Fast Action Battlers, which became Power Attackers in Age of Extinction. I think they call it something else. They basically rename these movable ones every time they do a movie, I think. And here he is with his blades. Battle Blade Sideswipe. And, of course, as you guys remember, there's that famous scene where he's on his... It looks like he's on his car roller skates. And he cuts that Decepticon right in half in Revenge of the Fallen. And this is our first... Not our first Revenge of the Fallen toy, but our first Revenge of the Fallen review for you guys. So another first for the channel. Battle Blade Sideswipe. And let me cut that glare out. Oh, actually, there we go. So if you guys want to read this, just pause the screen right here. And here's his specs. Again, pause the screen. And it's so these Power Battlers are all fast conversions. Pretty good graphics there for that. The sword slashing action, not super in love with. But we have a difference of opinion on this vehicle.
So
Leo has some thoughts on it, and I have some contradictory thoughts to it. So we'll get into that a little bit as we get into the review.
So let's see how he transforms. So what I like to do is get these headlights out of the way, bring those down, get these up. Then you flip up the swords. And that's for as a battle blade on the other side. Let me show you that. When we get into real life. So then you start just pulling stuff out. Then you have to kind of get the swords right here, and then you just take that out too. Then, what I kind of don't like to lower the feet. That kind of makes it look like it's not. See, he was on his car roller skates. All you do is bring this down, but first, see, look at this.
Okay, so that must be the Power Battler action.
And then you bring out these a little more.
So one thing we noticed about this is that this is kind of a sticky car. And that it's the joints like to stick on this. And I guess it's probably because it is almost 10 years old at this point. There we go.
Open that up. And the last thing is get up his head, and the very last thing is put that down.
Okay.
Here's his robot mode. See, he was like this, and then he did a flip. He cut through with this hand, and he said, "Man, I'm good." It's so cool.
Yeah, that's one of that was the first Transformers movie I saw, to be honest with you guys. And that was a couple years before Leo was born. And I thought there was too much going on with the humans that I didn't really care about, and not enough cool Transformer stuff. But that scene was definitely awesome when they're chasing after the guy with the weird wheels. And Sideswipe just swoops in front, converts into robot mode, and on his nifty roller skates, just cuts the car right in half.
And at the end, I like how he says, "Man, I'm good." And let me show you where the feet are. See, look at that. It just brings that out. See, it makes him stand better.
Yeah, and we'll get.
But I think that's kind of lame.
We'll get a look at that in the close-ups.
I think it's more cooler if he has his roller skates. I think it's more cool. I think it's more like accurate if he has his roller skates.
Yeah, the wheels don't actually turn though. It gives the impression, but they don't actually turn. And I'll show you the guys that in the close-ups as well. But you can see it's a pretty fast transformation.
See, look at this. These swords, dude. It's molded in. It can't come out, but this is still cool. See, he was like this, so. Like, RC and her friends were trying to chase that guy, and he was like, he jumped up, he cut through like this, and he was at the other end.
Yeah, and then he got.
Let us know in the comment section down below if you've seen that scene.
Yeah, and then he got right in front of the other car and just cut him in half right from the hood. That was pretty awesome too.
I like how he did with the roller skates where he jumped in front.
Okay, these power battlers, power attackers, I think those are kind of cool toys. They're not quite as simplistic as the one step, but they definitely don't have anywhere near the level of detail as the deluxe class. So out of all the toy lines, I think deluxe class is still probably my favorite size. But these are pretty cool too. And guys, you guys can probably see my favorite part of this right now. Do you know what my favorite part of this is, dude?
What?
What my favorite part of this vehicle is?
What? The detail?
Yeah, which detail?
The painted headlights.
The paint, yeah, well, you're half right. It's the painted taillights. Guys, they finally got some paint on the back end of one of their vehicles.
And then when he used this sword to slash him in half. So then he put his sword away. He was like, "Man, I'm good." But then it's like back to here.
Sideswipe has certainly changed a lot between this character and Robots in Disguise, huh?
Mhm.
Which one do you like better?
I like the movie one.
Yeah, I do too. Sideswipe's okay. I mean, he's okay in the cartoon, but I like him better in the movies too.
I like how he just transforms like, and he uses this hand. Ooh, see, this guy has some technical issues.
Well, so Leo's right actually. There are some engineering, I hesitate to call them flaws, just some choices.
Yeah.
That I think were kind of questionable to make, and that I wish they wouldn't have made.
Ooh.
And we'll whip through those when we do the close-up here in a minute.
Woo! Gravity.
Leo said something else about this figure too, guys, that he said this is his favorite Transformer overall of the ones that we have.
It can do the Transformer dance.
It can do the Transformer dance, yeah. Yeah, so, and Leo, is that still true? Is this still your favorite?
Mm-hmm. See.
So this is a character, this is a figure I'm sort of ambivalent about. I think it's okay. I don't like it as much as Leo. But we'll kind of go through and I'll show you guys some of the parts of why. Although I'm guessing you could probably already see it. If you've seen our other reviews, and you have an idea of kind of what we like, you probably already know why. But if not, we'll whip through it here when we do the close-ups also.
I think he did this. Like he swooped in front, he shoot that, and then like I think RC did that, but first when he jumped, he stiffed his claw in and he flipped up. Then
yeah, it's a
the
great
second
scene.
thing you know is that then he uses this hand and then he slashes it in half.
Yeah, it's a great scene. It's actually, I think, one of the better scenes across all the movies. And there were some really good scenes, of course. Okay, guys, Leo stepped away for just a second. So while he's away, let's you and me take a look here at the close-ups. And you can see his face sculpt here is a little hard to get to, but there it is. And it's pretty good. It's really stylized, though. I'm not sure how much I like the stylization. And then you can see he's got some stuff written on his head and everything right there. Here's the back of it, the shield. Tail light paint. Oh, I'm so pleased. Detail here is good for the legs. His armor looks pretty good. And we'll get to that in just a second on the thing, but you're right. You can see right here, Leo's right. These are completely molded in. For the footsies, you can see right here, you just basically have to come inside here and just pull that part out. And that forms his feet to stabilize him if you want to do that. You have to just close those up when you transform him, of course, as well. And so let me show you. You can see how loose this is right here. So let's take a look at this, because this is the part that I actually don't like about this vehicle here. And you can kind of see here. So let's get all this stuff out of the way. This slides on this rail right here. And we had a very difficult time getting it out initially because this is so weak. You can see when you put it here, see it has a tendency to bend in. If you guys keep pressing, when it bends in, you'll snap it. So what you need to do is to pinch on either side of the tire, okay? You guys can see where I'm pinching here. And then gently just shove it in. And this has to come in or he won't transform. So when you guys are doing this, if that's not in, this guy is not transforming. So we'll do it over here as well. And then from there, basically all you're doing is spinning the side panels around. It's not a particularly complex transformation, as I'm no doubt sure you guys are expecting. And you can see I didn't purposely tuck his head, but basically we just tuck his head and close the back of the canopy here. And this does close very tight for some reason. Oh, I didn't have his head in all the way. Guess that helps. Okay, so close that off. And basically you can see this is kind of what they call the shell former type transformers, of course. And then fold his legs in. His legs notched like so. And then from there...
Make sure that you have... Here's a tip.
From there, it's just a matter of making sure this is pushed in all the way down here. And just come through like so. And on the other side, again, the same thing. Shove it all the way down. And from there, all you're doing is just the old snap, crackle, and pop action. You can see from here, it's relatively easy to line up. These don't stay particularly well, so you probably have to shove it in a couple times. And from there, little push, pull, drag. You can see there's different tab points here. And I'll just kind of tab all those together. There's that side. And so there it is. You can see it's just kind of lining those up. And sometimes you have to give them a little persuasion. A little friendly help from there, tuck it in. So here he is in vehicle mood. You can see the 4 exhaust pipes from the Corvette concept exhaust. There is the
let's make some packaging.
Tail lights. And there we can see the body lines of the car. One of the nice things about the shell formers, I think, is that it is fairly unbroken body lines. See, the back tire's a little big in the front. There are the lights, which to me look more like a Cadillac, honestly. I don't know if you can see those. There's the grill section, the Corvette flag right there on the front. It's not painted, of course. And different insignias here. No actual clear translucent acrylic or anything for the windows. It's a very simple transformer, but there it is. I think, personally guys, I think this is pretty plain in vehicle mode. And you can see there, if you don't get those clipped all the way in, like Leo said, the tires don't roll. Even when they are, it doesn't roll super well. But there it is, guys. And then of course to transform it back into guys, do you see that? He's in the package! Yee! Anyway, to transform it back, basically we just undo all the other steps. So we untab these things and pop off. You guys don't need to actually pop that part off, but you can. Doesn't matter. And then take his legs out of there. And again, that's what I didn't do, is I didn't do that part. So untap this and then slide this part. This goes all the way out for his robot mode. So do the same on this side, and we'll plug this back in. Okay, and from there, basically all we're doing is you can take this. It's probably easier to actually get this loose, get that out of the way, and then tuck it. And there's his head, and there he is, back in order once again, back into robot mood. And let's pass him back over to Leo, just in case Leo has anything else he wants to tell you about this guy. Okay guys, so Leo has no further comments on this guy, but so let's take one final look at him. You can see it's you can recreate that cool scene with this. As one of the first versions of the Power Battler sort of power attack guys, I think it's okay. The mechanism I don't think is particularly good. This one in fact doesn't do anything. I think this is the ratcheting one, and I'm not sure how you get it to. I know you can ratchet it around to try to get it to do things, but this doesn't seem like a very good motion to me, just back and forth, but I don't know. Anyway, so this one, how would you display this one?
I would get his cape down, and I would also stand with his roller skate.
Okay, so you would display him in robot mode? Okay, so I would probably display him in robot mode too. Car mode I don't think is all that good on this, to be honest with you guys. There is way better detail in robot mode. So anyway guys, hopefully you've enjoyed the video. We appreciate you guys coming by. If you did, we would love the old thumbs up. Hit the old red subscribe button if you have not done so already. And guys, leave us a comment. Do you guys like this figure? Do you have this figure? Do you have other Revenge of the Fallen figures? Are you guys looking at getting any of those? Which of your movies is the favorite? Are you guys looking forward to Last Night? As we record this, it is not out yet, but by the time you guys see this, it probably will be. Anyway, let us know, guys, which Corvette you like the best. Was it Sideswipe here, or is it Crosshairs, or is it a different one? Anyway, guys, definitely love to hear from you guys. And we will see you all, and this crazy creature over here, next time. Say bye-bye, crazy creature. Guys, I guess that passes for goodbye. And so, me and Sideswipe will also say goodbye.